we're just talking to New York City area kids about Thanksgiving, and I wasn't paying very close attention. Did it seem to you, Paul, like one of the kids had a full beard? Did it seem to you that there was one giant kid in there with a very deep voice and a full beard?
Something weird, yeah.
8 years old. That's
no kidding.
8 years old, yeah. Kids are maturing much more quickly today than when you and I were growing up. Am I right on that one?
Man, I'll say.
And I was talking to a friend of mine down at the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration down in there in Washington, D.C., and you know what it is? This turkey, the turkey contains something called tryptophan. Tryptophan.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you drowsy after a big Thanksgiving meal. But what you don't know, it's more addictive than heroin.
No kidding.
The tryptophan, so be very, very careful, because the next thing you know, you'll be eating 5, 6 turkeys a day. Let's get on with the big show, ladies and gentlemen. Our first guest is more proof that Canada is the world's hotbed of comedy. This man stars in the big new film Mars Attacks, which opens December 13th. Here he is, Mr. Show Business, Martin Short.
Thank you. That is unbelievable. You set them up.
No,
is this candid camera?
They love you. They love you, and they're happy to see you. Well, we're all happy to see you.
I have my own theory, but what do you think it is?
I think it's just because I think you are a show business gem.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, let me say a few things about you, Mr. I am a show business gem, because I'm telling you, you look fantastic.
No, it's not.
Look at this. What is it? You have a there's an entire Noah Wiley quality about you.
I don't think so.
No, I mean, I looked at you. Is it the DHEA? What is it?
Is it the DHEA?
The new hip LA thing.
I don't know what that
is. Have you had a rib removed? No. What is it? I don't understand. Is it a new chin? You hit me?
No.
Truthfully, I was at, and I wouldn't lie, I was at rehearsal today, and I said, excuse me, I didn't know Leo DiCaprio was guest hosting. No, it's true. Yeah. I said, hello. I'm just getting into saying hello. I know it's been around for a while.
You're coming to that late, then,
well, it's funny, though. Hello.
I've never tried it.
Yeah, I'm doing that
good. Hello. I'll try that, Diva.
Now, you could be a new cast member of Party at 5. I'm telling you. You look
seriously.
Fantastic.
Now, Marty, let's talk a little bit about Thanksgiving, because I know from my good friend Paul, also a Canadian, that the Canadian Thanksgiving is celebrated earlier. You've already had it.
We had it August 10th.
It's celebrated earlier because the harvest takes place earlier in Canada, traditionally.
No, it's in October.
October.
Yeah. Christmas, though, is in June. We have all the different dates. June 21st. And I always know that because it's 1 week after Halloween.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
No, it's a fantastic time, and you are filled with the Thanksgiving spirit.
I love Thanksgiving. Now, you were telling me earlier that there's one difference between Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving.
We stuff the dressing through the beak.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only difference. Other than that, it's exactly the way you have it done in your land of USA.
It's the same. I didn't realize that.
Absolutely the same. Of course, you keep in mind this is the country that has 8 football teams, 2 called Rough Riders. So there are things.
Now, you have is it the Toronto Argonauts? No, who's the...
You have the Ottawa Rough Riders.
And the Hamilton Rough Riders.
And the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Oh, don't laugh, Mr. Smug.
So it would be like in baseball having the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Yankees.
Yeah, but if you only had 8 teams.
It's so like, we're out of names.
Yeah.
We don't know.
So you can be passing the television in Canada and hear, Rough Riders 28, Rough Riders 7. And somehow you know. You'll say to yourself, oh, I'm like real happy for the Rough Riders, but I feel badly for the Rough Riders.
It's a tough day to be a Rough Riders fan. Yeah, that's silly, isn't it? It's great to be here in New York this time.
I love New York. You know, it's my favorite city in the world. Yeah. And do you know that I was, and we've never talked about, I was actually at the age of 15, my first trip with my parents to New York, and I came and saw, are you stifling a yawn?
No. No, come on. I'll knock you silly. I'm trying to give you support and help communicating it through my countenance. This is rapt attention.
Well, there's rapt attention, there's this.
You
Well,
know,
all right.
the last thing I could ever do around you was get sleepy or doze off or yawn.
I didn't know if you'd had turkey.
No, I'm hanging on your every breath.
So, when I was 15 years of age, I came to and I came to my New York with my family, and we came to the Ed Sullivan Show and saw an Ed Sullivan Show.
Yeah, so that for a kid, that must have been a dream come true.
Well,
who was on the show, though?
well,
Do you remember?
how about everyone? Hello. Earth to Dave. How about Betty Davis was the first guest out.
Betty Davis.
Yeah, she did the plate thing. She kept saying, look how high they are. They're so very high. I hope they don't fall down. It was very impressive.
Betty
to see her move like
Betty.
that, you know.
Betty had some circus blood in her.
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was very exciting. Sammy Davis was on.
Oh, the great.
I want to be with you. What a voice. He was doing Golden Boy at the time. Gregory Peck read from the Bible.
No, Gregory Peck.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to lie. Yeah, he said, I remember he said, and then Jesus said to the Jews, do your duty. You see,
Yeah,
you didn't know I did Gregory Peck, did you?
Sure. No, I knew that.
You're still not sure.
No, I'm positive.
And
We're on the same team here.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like the Rough Riders are playing the Rough Riders. We are the Rough Riders.
all right, all right. And then, of course, the best, though, which was an absolute true moment, was that at one point, you know, Sullivan, who was the great character of all time, he decided to book, that Richard Burton had given Elizabeth Taylor the Cartier
I remember
diamond.
this. I actually remember this. And so they were going to have that jewel on the show.
He books the diamond. So first of all, he says, now, can we first go? And they go to a clip from the press conference of Burton, you know, kind of half drunk, saying, Elizabeth, I give you this ring of love. And she goes, oh, that is one hell of a bauble, Bob. You know, and she holds it up. And so then it cut back, and he booked.
It's the size of a doorknob, this diamond, right?
It was this. It was unbelievable. And her hand, oh, she fell. Richard, I've hurt my knee. Larry! She was calling for Larry. Who knew?
We dated Larry by about 30 years.
My knees are bloody! So anyway, then they cut back to Ed, and he says,
Live in the theater.
now, please welcome the actual Cartier diamond. And they brought two security guards wheeled out, and they're standing in security guard outfits. And he said, the Cartier diamond. And clearly you already know this is going nowhere. Because, and then they take the lid off like it's, like it's an omelet, and there's the diamond. And it's fine, you know, television, and it's just kind of, and he's booked too many minutes. He's saying, now, the Cartier diamond. And then he turns to the security guard and says, what do you do? And he says, I'm security guard. The Cartier diamond, that was it. You know, it was just, then they brought Betty back out to plate. I'm going to drop it if I'm not careful. You know.
You're going to be hosting Saturday Night Live?
Yes, I am.
For the first time since you left the cast.
That's true.
Oh, I find that surprising that you haven't done it before now.
Well,
you
know,
excited about
shy.
it? Yeah, well, sure.
Very shy.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it. You know, I'm going through my old list of characters. You know.
Oh yeah. Ed Grimley?
Well, possibly.
Yeah.
Yes. Possibly old Eddie. And of course our old friend Irving Cohen, the legendary 100-year-old songwriter.
Sure, yeah.
Give me a C.
Uh-oh, look out.
A bouncy C. David Letterman, you're quite a guy. I see you stand about oh so high. You do the jokes and that's a good thing. But you don't work blue and that's also good. Dot, 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 dee, 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 or whatever the hell else you want.
Hey! Thank you, Irving. Oh! It's official now. You're doing
I'm in
shtick.
comedy.
That's right. Marty, let's talk about the movie Mars Surrenders. That's not it, is it? Mars Attacks. What is it? It's one of the two.
No, why don't you yawn again? No, the Sullivan story. It's called Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks,
Dave.
exactly.
Mars Attacks.
You
and
play
it's
the
sneaking
president's.
all over the country this
You play
weekend.
the president's press aide, top
I
advisor.
play Jerry Ross,
Yeah.
press secretary to the President of the United States, Jack Nicholson.
Martians Come Down, Jack Nicholson. Oh my God, you
Yeah.
worked with Jack Nicholson. Was
Jack
that
Nicholson,
fun?
everyone's in it. Shields from Shields and Yarnell. It is the biggest. Oh, you name it. Kay Stevens. They're all there, Dave.
captain from
Captain in the
Infamy.
yeah. No, it's an unbelievable couch.
Yeah. All right, so, but let's take a look at it. But what was it like working with Jack Nicholson? That must have been great, huh?
Jack was unbelievable.
Did he like you, or did he just think you're a punk?
No, he liked me. I mean, he faked it. He never caught the name right. Hi, boss. You know,
you know, he's all right.
Give me a call sheet. Marty. No, he was nice. One day I had to, you know, Martians attacked the Earth. You see.
I understand.
In what did you call it?
I said Mars surrenders,
Yeah,
but
there
it's
you go.
Mars
Mars
attacks.
attacks.
Yeah.
And at one point, I had to come in as his press secretary and say, Mr. President, I've gotten a cable from the Martians, and they feel badly about blowing up Congress, and they would like to apologize.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and he's sitting there, he's supposed to be drinking, you know, he goes like this. Gentlemen of the prop department, this is apple juice. Were it bourbon, this would be a much better scene. Very cool. He was exactly like you wanted him to be, Jack Nicholson.
Good. Now, we have a clip here of the film.
Yes, Jerry Ross.
And this is, I believe, you and a Martian. You and a Martian.
Me and a Martian, the fabulous and beautiful Lisa Marie.
You're a guy who picks up women all the time, and you've picked up by mistake, inadvertently, unknowingly, unwittingly, you've picked up, I'm a human thesaurus, thank you.
Really?
You've picked up a Martian, right?
Absolutely. Okay. And I'm taking her back to the private room in the White House no one knows about called the Kennedy Room.
Kennedy Room, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Mars attacks.
Hey, Midge, it's me. Can you let me in?
Oh, hello, Mr. Ross. Sure. We're just a little nervous around here after what happened to Congress.
Exactly. Many great men and women have passed through here. Now we're passing through here. Feels good, don't it? You're very graceful. I like that.
Come here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mars surrenders.
Not Mars surrenders.
Mars attacks. There's like Harrison Ford in that.
Yeah.
You're a good-looking kid.
Oh, thank you very much, Dave. You, of course.
No, stop it. It opens all across the country this weekend?
Well, it sneaks all across the country this weekend and opens December 13th.
If we have time later in the show, come back and sing a song. Sorry.
Well, maybe about
Martin
Thanksgiving?
Short, ladies and gentlemen.